first, and then actually said, we should do a debate. I'll follow you and we'll set up a debate. Like, he literally fucking set all of this up. And then when Ethan was like, yeah, he publicly called him out and even made fun of his Tourette's, by the way, which is like insane. It really fucked up. Almost as fucked up as like if I forgot to run the top of the hour ad at the top of every hour where I run a 60-second ad break.
Oh, you're such a big man, Steven.
Dude, that is like I think I just murdered half of my chat. That was a 10-10. That was a 10-10. Not a single one of you. I was monitoring the chat. Not a single one of you were expecting it. Okay. I'm running an ad break at the top of the hour, boys. You already know. If you no longer want to see the ads, you can subscribe for $5. You can subscribe for free. Or you could use an ad block or a VPN.
Let's go.
Fuck, that was good, dude. Fucking, that was so sweet. Just cope. Just cope with that. You're coping harder than Steven Crowder if you think that that wasn't a fucking solid, sexy-ass, smooth-ass transition. Fuck, that was good. You might get whiplash from that. Here's the ad break now. The best ad break segues are when I forget and I get lost in the sauce in the middle of my commentary and I just, like, something flips in my head when I just remember. This is a perfect time to fucking add this. Thank you, Izzy Man, for the 10 gifted subs. The Velveteen Rabbit Eyes comment was an anti-Semitic joke about Jews not having a soul and having beady eyes. Fuck that racist fuckboy. Was it? I don't know. It was like next level. Like, he's so bad that he can't even do racist jokes, right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that, it might be a stretch. I think he was just saying that, like, Sam Cedar looks like he has, like beady eyes because he wears glasses. You know what I mean? It's like, it's wild where it's like, he's just not good. Dan Darren here from Louder Crowd. I understand you guys have been corresponding on Twitter about connecting. I would ask that you stick to the details Ethan agreed to in Twitter DM. We never play gotcha with these things and would expect the same.
We'll get on a call. It'll just be you and I. Just you and I, no tricks. Very clear about that, right?
Right.
Because every time the reason I mention these other debates is every time we've had a debate with someone, been very straightforward. I disagree with you. This is the topic we're going to cover.
Right. And one of the reasons you say it's just going to be you and I, it's like,
Wait, is that his daddy?
Not going to be sitting over here on my computer trying to pull up something to kind of do a gotcha moment.
Yeah.
Right.
And you've always told me that. Like, hey, if we're ever debating somebody, you can always come in, let me introduce you and let them know. You're never going to surprise somebody.
No blind sides.
Crowder's stream today had half his usual viewership, one of his lowest viewed streams ever. Wait, really? How many people viewed it? Like, isn't his, like, concurrent still fucking massive? That is his dad, I think, yeah. His concurrents are still crazy, I think. Like, he's still, I mean, it's YouTube.
Hi.
It's YouTube, so it doesn't really matter. Like, 100K on YouTube is like fucking 30K on Twitch. But I would say that, like, that many concurrents were watching, possibly because of the drama.
Yes, and you've debated real comedians that are great, like Christopher Titus.
Yes.
Not whatever that is.
Well, and to be clear, I would debate Noam Chomsky tomorrow. All he has to say is yes. But he doesn't owe it to me. My kind of general rule is, look, it has to be someone who's an expert in something, someone who's really worthy, or it has to be a comparable audience. Otherwise, you end up debating every Tom, Dick, and Harry. So this was supposed to happen with Ethan Klein. And what I'm about to show you is the unedited master clip of me coming in for a sound check.
Yeah.
I love when you know, you promote. I love to promote open, fostering open discussions. You know, in my debate, definitely not a debate, change my mind segments. and then turn off the fucking comments in my massive live stream because I'm afraid that they're gonna hurt my fifis
beforehand. And the conversation that I had with Ethan, and look, I want you to understand something too. What you're about to see sort of behind the scenes is very genuine, right? I really did wish him the best with his new baby, pregnancy, and his family.
Okay, I just don't see how anyone in that looks good. Cedar and H3 issue look dishonest, and Crowder looks like he skipped out. They can come up with all the reasons they like, but they all look bad. No, because here's the thing. Here's what most people are not getting. The dishonesty is Steven Crowder trying to fucking debate someone who openly states that they're not a political commentator, and they will get dunked. They will look bad. That's the original dishonesty that conservatives, for some weird reason, are conveniently ignoring. Okay? That's the thing. Like, think about it this way. When I talked to Dream, I wasn't trying to do a gotcha on purpose. Like, it's very easy to fucking make people trip on their words and then have your gigantic audience literally fucking clip that shit and make them look worse than they actually are, or make it seem like you won the fucking argument. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you've debated even a little bit, okay? Beyond like Reddit debates, I'm saying. If you've debated in person, or if you debated on the internet with your voice, then you are already like, you already have a significant advantage. So, like, if he literally debates experts, then why the fuck was he trying to debate Ethan Klein? You know what I mean? He was trying to do that because he wanted to get a dunk. And instead of getting a dunk, giving him a dunk, Ethan was like, here, if you just want to talk about the issues, I'm not capable of talking about the issues, but here's someone who is capable of talking about the issues. And it's very, very weird, very, very, very weird to me
really doesn't hold up.
That so many of these like supposed intellectual overlord conservative Andys over here that love Bloodsport were upset that, you know, Steven Crowder couldn't catch a dunk on fucking Ethan Klein. Why don't you get upset this? He had the opportunity to debate someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about. He should have destroyed him. And to say that Ethan challenged Steven Crowder is literally a fucking lie. You are straight up lying. You are lying. You are lying to yourself. Here, where is the clip? Please, someone show me the clip of like Steven Crowder literally being like,
Crowder
I'm going to debate you.
Dude.
I'm challenging you to a debate. Okay? Like, here, I got to show this to you so that, like, you understand. You understand that, like, you are getting duped by the way that Steven Crowder is trying to portray this as a victim. Like, he literally fucking posted that shit. It's in the teaser. Did he delete the teaser, by the way? Because, like, he probably got called out, right? Yeah, Steven Crowder is very against surprising people for debates. I mean, he does this as a shtick. Like, he did this with Jank. He like literally he ambushed Jank's like panel on South by Southwest. All this stuff. I'm not gonna click on Police Patrol Simulator right now, dog. I'm literally doing another story. Why do you keep linking this to me? I'm not going to click on it. Please stop.
6 months already? Been a cool ride. Keep doing what you're doing, fam. It makes a difference whether you believe it or not.
Is this it?
Ethan Klein. I will have my, you know what, I'll follow you on Twitter. I will have Darren, my booker, reach out where you can come on this show.
Darren's his dad, by the way, right? Just say your dad, bro. He keeps trying to hide that it's his dad. You guys will get more info about the dad.
I don't think I've ever seen a more perfect encapsulation
your mental body. Just tell us what to do. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah, like this is his own teaser betrays the fucking argument that he's trying to put together here, which is that like, oh, I was ambushed. I was ambushed. Like, dude, for a guy who literally wears gun holsters, you sound lame as fuck. You sound scared like a little baby, dude. You sound like a little bitch-made baby, okay? You sound goo goo gaga right now. With this whole like, oh, I can't wait to debate anybody. Like, he has a literal fight like hell shirt on with fucking gun holsters that are empty on the sides, and he's like fucking crying because like some fucking libtard from New York was going to dunk on him.
I don't think I've ever seen a more perfect encapsulation of groupthink.
The CDC is like this whole governmental body. Just tell us what to do. You don't have to think about it, dude. Obviously, my point is that if you're so fucking stupid, then yeah, you should listen to the CDC, bro.
You and I can talk about it. It is appointed to a man once to be invited on the show. And if you don't, if you decline, and everyone now knows that you will, but I will never address you again. I bet this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he literally set this up like a fucking title card. You know what I mean? And then he fucking makes it seem like, Ethan Klein set it up for me. He set it up for me, and then he ambushed me. Meh. Like, Crowder fans are so fucking annoying, dude. I mean, of course, what do you expect? Like, you're literally fucking... You're all young college conservatives. Like, it's the most pathetic person to be on a college campus. Literally, like, just so bad.
And his wife. And I really did plan to come on and have this conversation in good faith with Ethan. It really wasn't an act, and you'll see how it is with any other debate, and that's what I had hoped would happen here. But I never actually thought
You don't love the
it
spirit
would
of
happen.
justice, you love your father, the devil.
And I know you're saying, well, it's easy to go back.
Like, if you were prepared to debate Caitlyn Bennett, but then you have to surprise debate Jordan Peterson, who's a different style, would you really be annoying, right? No. That would be fucking incredible. Imagine I'm like, gonna debate Caitlyn Bennett and then fucking Ben Shapiro shows up. Are you kidding me? That's fucking awesome. But that's the difference, is that, like, I recognize that that's a great situation. That's an upgrade. That's an absolute fucking upgrade, dude. And I'm not even a debate bro. I'm not even good. Like, I'm not even good at debating, and that would still be awesome. And for him to cry and say that, like, this is good faith when he knew that this was a layup and personally called this a layup is hilarious.
And Monday morning quarterback that, afterward. But all along, I kind of expected Ethan to be sort of, I wanted him to be a good guy. You try and speak people and elevate them to who you want to be, but at a certain point, cowardice is cowardice. And my greatest problem, honestly, here when you're about to watch this is if Sam Cedar, who pops up, who's sort of ancillary. Really, the issue is Ethan's wife, because it's your job to try and beat the cowardice out of your husband, because you're gonna have a little boy, right? That's the thing. When you have a
He's trying so hard. What about your wife, dude? What's your wife doing? Is she whooping that ass later tonight for fucking running away like a sniveling little fucking coward? I have no respect. I mean, I already didn't respect this piece of shit to begin with, but goddamn, dude. What a fucking pathetic coward, dude. What a fucking Weasley little coward. Just ran the fuck away. Like, it's Sam Cedar, bro. He's literally the least threatening guy. He's a leftist. Leftists are little babies, okay? We are humanitarian at heart. Like, we're not looking for confrontation. Like, we can't pull the shtick that, like, Steven Crowder pulls on a regular basis for the most part. Like, this motherfucker literally lied about, like, his wife going into labor or some shit just to be able to get away from the previous conversation that he was supposed to have with Ethan, because he suspected that Sam Cedar might be on, which he then admitted in this fucking conversation. That's the best part about this entire process, that he basically admits he's like Sam Cedar's biggest fan.
Son, you have to make sure that they understand what integrity is. And for me, a man makes an agreement, and a man is good to his word.
Yeah.
This really comes down to an agreement, good to your word. And I know you always have two sides who kind of claim their side wins, but really there's only one side that's based on a lie. And I wish it didn't happen, because I really wanted to talk to him about his relationship with Susan Wojcicki and the flip and the support of big tech. Because also keep in mind, too, I had to navigate some murky waters here, because the goal was to remove me from medical misinformation and any conversations about COVID. Ethan has talked about that in the past. So now, without further...
Dude, this is straight up performative masculinity for dudes that absolutely lack, like, a shred of testosterone in their fucking bodies and a shred of confidence, okay? Like, if you look at this and you go, wow, Steven Crowder really looks good here, you literally are such a fucking loser that it's working on you. Like, Steven Crowder is a paper tiger, okay? He looks big, he acts tough, but when push comes to shove and he actually has to defend his positions or anything like that, when he doesn't have a fucking easy target, he's absolutely cowering in fear, and then he turns around and tries to make it as good as possible. Like, where's all this fucking masculine traits from our resident Sigma male here? Like, insulting his fucking wife and insulting Ethan's wife and shit. Like, it's so... It is so obvious what happened here. Just give us a fucking debate, dude. I don't even like... Look, I can't say this enough. I think debates are bullshit, okay? It's content. But goddamn, just give us something, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little underwhelmed with what happened on this broadcast yesterday. Because, like, I was expecting at least, like, 3 talking points. You know what I mean? And he gave none.
Delay in its full context, a little bit of a surprise, the debate with Ethan Klein. Yeah, because this mic hasn't been adjusted, guys.
Get shouted.
Could you imagine, like, we already saw this, so this is the full clip, okay? This is the full cut. So, I guess in this cut, he's going to basically state that he knew some fucking ambush was going to happen. He suspected it.
To human height, since Dave was doing it. I can see some weird contact thing there. Okay.
You're just seeing yourself
right now. Right. All right, let me check this. Check 1, 2, 3. Good?
Copium,
All right. Okay, you guys are going to call him and sound check him? Yeah. I bet this guy's going to do anything he can to avoid actually debating. Yeah. I think he wants to do anything that he possibly can to avoid.
Stephen Coward LOL.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Wait, when you want me to admit him into the room, I'll just do that.
Sure. Well, I'll just say you guys do the sound check. I don't want to sit there and talk with their producer, Dan, and stuff.
So, if he filmed this after the fact, that's really pathetic. But if he filmed this before the fact, like actually legitimately filmed this before the debate, then that's still doubly pathetic. Because 1, why are you so fucking nervous, dog? Like, why are you so nervous? You literally debate for a living. You debate people all the goddamn time. You're Mr. Confrontation. You're Mr. Debate. You're Mr. Epically owned libtard style. Epic Bacon Hacksaw. Okay? Why are you so fucking fidgety and so scared? Because you think that, like, another person might show up in this debate? So that's 1. And I know this because, like, I don't like debates, and I get fucking nervous before I do a debate, okay? I do. This is something I will absolutely admit. I'm not an epically owned conservative-style commentator, right? So I see a lot of myself in what is going on in Steven Crowder's mind right now. I'm going to be brutally honest here about myself. So what the irony here is that this makes him look fucking worse. Because... that means, like, he would have been ready for it. Like, he would have been fucking ready. He was ready for an ambush. Why the fuck didn't he have the talking points then? You see what I'm saying? Like, so you knew that an ambush was coming. Why didn't you just fucking steamroll why didn't you just steamroll Sam Cedar? Don't you have the talking points, like, ready to go? You have a fight like hell shirt, dog. I want to fucking debate.
But I don't think this guy wants to do this. I wouldn't be surprised if he's probably going to bring someone else on. Was his producer like a fan of that Cedar character? Yeah, that'd be my bet. But hey, hopefully he mans up. Okay, you can do your sound check.
Alrighty, here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit right here while you guys. Okay.
All right. Hey guys, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? You hear us well, or?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Perfect.
You and you?
Yeah, you guys sound good.
Okay, great. Who am I speaking with?
This is producer Tim.
With that one, so I
Tim?
Yes.
Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you one of the guys that dresses up in the crowd, or are you not on screen?
I'm running the audio board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you, okay. So you're not the Peter Pan guy or anything like that.
Peter Pan? No. No. Hold on one second.
Third
We'll
month,
get Steven in
Crowder
here
probably
momentarily.
smells
Give me
like
a
Okay.
second.
spoiled
Thank
milk.
you.
I assume he's just like making sure that fucking Sam Cedar is live at this point. If this is like actually.
Oh.
Did Dave leave food crumbs on this
Here you
thing?
go.
It's like a
I'm gonna put
crescent
my
moon of
gun
filth.
back here. It's not a real gun.
Hi, Steven.
Hey, Ethan, how you doing, brother?
Hey, I just want to say on a serious note that I'm glad your wife is okay. I heard you had a little bit of a
Yeah,
issue
thanks.
with your wife.
Well, she's pregnant with twins, so
Yeah.
it's like well. By the way, congratulations too. I know you guys are
Thank you.
in the same process. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
They switch
Can you
and they
turn
breach.
down a little bit?
Oh, sorry, am I too loud for you?
No, I just told Dan, our producer, to turn the volume down a little bit. You're
I'm
good.
gonna take out my gum.
Yeah.
They switch and they breach, and so she
They're
actually
rolling around.
Yeah. I mean, at first they said C-section, and then they said,
no.
"Oh, we might be able to do a natural birth, but they often do C-section." And then they said, "Oh, yeah," and then they said, "No, wait, now the other one's breached." And the boy is just a dick. He just will not stop kicking the other one. It's like I always say it's like a junior
10
suite
out of
apartment. He keeps kicking the girl, and so then the girl wakes up. So
Oh.
yeah,
So how far in is she?
she's due late July, early August.
Oh, wow. That's coming right up.
Yeah, and I've got a big surgery July 1st, so I'm trying to get everything done in a hurry.
Is that your first?
It is.
wow.
It is. Yeah, we talked about it on the show quite a bit. My wife had a basic operation for well, I won't talk about it. She probably won't. But
In the one
basically, then
twice
she
over
woke
in
up with
the
something
new
called
11.
GBS. So we kind of, it wasn't really fertility issues. It was a physical issue. And GBS actually paralyzes you from the waist down.
This is called
Not to be
over-explaining.
H-word, but you're so
A
fine for no
technique that
reason.
you see.
This is what Pride Month is for.
I can't. I don't want to do a JCS style criminal psych on this, dude. Okay. What you're seeing here is over-explaining the complicated process of a surgery or a surgical procedure. This might be simply because he's nervous or because he knows that he has to make up for potentially lying.
So
That's what she was experiencing?
yeah, when she came out, just because they
Holy
put her under
sh-
anesthesia. And so it's interesting. Like, you know, I'm like a pro-vaxxer, generally speaking, but she can't even get a flu shot. It's one of the few conditions because of the GBS. It's like a neurological condition.
Wait, he's a pro-vaxxer? Wait, what the fuck?
Hell yeah.
Dude, why are these people like this, dude? Don't fucking cap them. No, that's the worst part about it is that, like, this motherfucker literally is pro-vax, but then turns around and is just, like,
Owns
constantly
Christmas.
talking about, like, you know, these vaccinations. I don't know. Why can't you? I guess he said generally. Dude, that shit is so bad, dude. I mean, if you're in his audience, you gotta be fucking so bent.
Where she has to be careful with any vaccine. So it's just been a weird navigation. But this is your second, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be our second. So we've been through it.
Yeah.
But and it's just one. It was supposed to be three, but the one child cannibalized everyone, and he has gained their energies to become the ultimate human being.
I feel like that's what happens with that's what happened with the Olsen twins. I'm convinced that one of them is evil. And
One of them ate the third one.
Yeah, something happened there. Well, it seems like whenever you see them in pictures, there's one who's more disturbing.
Two
But
months of it have been following
maybe
for
you're
a
right.
while.
But all right, man.
Thanks,
Well,
Tom.
I appreciate you coming on and doing this, and doing this. A lot of people don't, so just talking, avoiding kind of the social media pissing contest trauma. So yeah, are you ready to
4 months
go?
later.
Just
So I just want
Rather
to
the
make
coward
one
Rex himself.
clarification. So, in terms of, so we're both going to record it, and then we can use it wherever we want on your show, on my show, whatever, right?
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
you can.
idea? Okay.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
can send you the file if we want because we have the master file, everything. So
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
I think we're.
I think the only thing that Ethan could have done better here, which by the way, I have no issues with what Ethan did. I think it was fucking off. It was awesome. It was
He looks
wonderful.
Constipated.
Okay. But the one thing he could have, I guess, done here is just been like, before he releases the Kraken that is Sam Cedar, he could have just been like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I personally am not the best debater, but like, these are just the talking points, right? Instead of doing the Spartan joke, he could have just been like, so I brought someone who knows better than I do. Like,
Good, right, Dan? We're
Crowder is the
recording it
biggest
on
of
our
bitches
end.
and
Okay.
this content is
Yeah,
gone.
we've never used Zoom either.
The
Did you ever
debate
get
vid
sold
just
on
dropped on your YouTube. Hell yeah, Warger. Damn.
that Skype TX box? Remember when that came out?
Oh no, dude, I've always had such a pain with Skype that Zoom has always been really good. So
Well, the Skype TX
Yeah.
box is like from New Tech, I think, and they sold us on that. They said this is what Jimmy Kimmel uses and all these people. And
Skype?
Well,
Really?
Skype TX, it's like a box that's like, it's almost like, remember the
It's
Comrex
good?
boxes? No, it sucks. So what,
Oh, yeah,
what we've had to do is we just have Mac Minis set up, and Skype has played well with those, but not the exclusively designed Skype TX box that we paid whatever
got
premium
it.
for.
Yeah,
so.
Skype. I don't trust Skype. Skype has always sucked.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just.
Okay, so we're gonna record it, and then the topics are just like we said about authority with the vaccine, and there was something else you mentioned. I don't know how on.
Well,
topic
I just
you wanna
thought,
keep it.
yeah. However you want to do it, I thought that since that was kind of the subject that that got
makes
us
sense.
into a tiff, that we could talk about sort of the CDC, sort of medical authority.
Also, the other part, by the way, the other part of this process that like many people are refusing to acknowledge is that like he was never going to. If Ethan was like, "Hey, I'm gonna bring up Sam Cedar in my place," there is no fucking shot, like absolutely 0% chance that Steven Crowder would have been down to do that. You know what I mean? So that's part of the reason why he had to fucking finesse in the way that he did. And we know that he had to fucking finesse because like he basically admitted to monitoring Sam Cedar's activity in this conversation, monitoring his activity to ensure that he wasn't even like around to come up on the show.
Authorities, and you
Yeah.
can tell me where you disagree with me, and then also kind of big tech, because that ties in, with the CDC and
Yeah.
World Health Organization. And
Okay.
I'll just
Kind of weird how calm Crowder sounds here with respect to the earlier video where he was like finicky and shaky, the pre-recorded video. I mean, he's like very calm, no longer nervous. We're at 29:50, right? But 6 minutes prior?
What an effing liar, dude.
Hold on, let me adjust this because I have to set it to human height since Dave was doing it. I can see some weird contact thing there. Okay. Right. All right, let me check this. Check 1, 2, 3. Good? All right. Okay, you guys are going to call him and sound check him? Yeah. I bet this guy's going to do anything he can to avoid actually debating. Yeah.
Look at his hands.
I think he wants to do
More
anything
like
that he possibly
Stephen
can to avoid.
Goldwater.
Yeah, let me know when you want to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Wait,
go
when
like-
you want me to admit him into the room, I'll just do that.
Sure. Well, I'll just say you guys do the sound check. I don't want to sit there and talk with their producer Dan and stuff. But
Happy 2 months.
I don't think this guy wants to do this. I wouldn't be surprised if he's probably going to bring someone.
And
Not that it matters, by the way. Like, it literally doesn't fucking matter, considering that, like, if he knew that, there was going to be an ambush,
Give me
like, he
keys
could
to
have
chat, you
absolutely
practice.
destroyed him.
and then the topics are just like we said about authority with the vaccine, and
More
there was
like
something else you
Steven
mentioned.
Crowder.
I don't know how on
Well,
topic
I just
you wanna
thought,
keep it.
yeah. However you want to do it, I thought that since that was kind of the subject that that got
makes
us
sense.
into a tiff, that we could talk about sort of the CDC, sort of medical authorities, and you
Yeah.
can tell me where you disagree
Well,
with
I
me,
never
and then
know what to
also
say for this.
kind of big tech, because that ties in, with the CDC
Yeah.
and World Health Organization. And
Okay.
I'll just sort of I'll introduce it to my I have a little bit of a different audience, to let them know kind of who you are, what's going on, and if you want to do the same, that's fine. But
Yeah, of course, we'll let them know.
all right, I
Okay.
will go and
So, all right.
I'll give you a countdown, and then I'll 3, 2. All right. Okay. I'm really glad to have my next guest on the show, and I've always said this. I always respect people who enter into the arena. And we've had a lot of debates on this show, which is different from like a Change My Mind, where we sit down and have conversations. But my old Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach always said, if you come a switch, we go switch. You go
Okay, he is nervous here.
spicy, we're going to do a little spicy. So we always try and keep it as respectful as possible. And I really do appreciate the guy making the time, because a lot of people has a huge YouTube channel, several YouTube channels, one of the OGs. A lot of people watch him. You know him, some of you like him, some of you don't. Same can be said for me. Ethan Klein from H3H3. Ethan, thanks, man, for making the time.
You're very welcome. And I just want to say, I know you called me. You said that I would be a layup.
I think I used something like that. Yeah,
And I think you're right, because I don't think I'm a very good debater. I think you know that. So I didn't want to make it too easy for you.
Oh, okay.
So I've prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what we were going to
Dan,
talk
whenever
about
you're ready.
is you know, the
Oh, he
initial
says, Dan, get him ready.
quote that happened. I think he's looking off there.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, this is so good. Watching him go through the motions of like recognizing that like something is coming, something is not what it seems, is pretty fucking awesome. It is pretty awesome. I'm sorry. It's great. He's squirming, dude. He's such a little worm.
The initial quote that kind of was turned into a little bit of a meme, which wasn't intentional.
Like what he's doing here is like, you know what this is like? This is like when I get a text that is like really fucked up on stream, or when I get a message that's like really fucked up about something that's going on in the real world or some shit like that, and I don't want to let the stream know that that's happening, but I got to work on the side with like my moderators on some issue, something like that, but I'm just trying to still fucking give you, I'm trying to still give you like the continuation. Like, oh no, the stream is still going on. The stream is still going on. Haha. Like, yeah, everything is fine. But then I have a really hard time like crafting statements. And that's what he's doing here, where he's like, yeah, like, okay.
For you.
Oh, okay.
So I've prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
Like literally the like yesterday when people were fucking, I don't want to even mention it. Actually, they're going to do it again. Like when Discord shit happens, for example, in the background, and I got to go deal with that while I'm still streaming.
All right. So what we were going to talk about is you know, the initial quote that happened. I think he's looking off there. The initial quote that kind of was turned into a little bit of a meme, which wasn't intentional, and was you saying you don't even have to think about it regarding the CDC. And I disagree with that. I think people should think about it. I believe. And we talked about this through Playful Ribbing in an aggregation of medical authorities and scientific voices to make an informed and rational decision. So where do you think that I'm wrong on that?
Stephen, do you know that the Spartans are like practice man love with children?
Oh, geez. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. What did I tell you? He was going to do anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Cedar. What a fucking nightmare.
How could any fucking conservative Steven Crowder fan watch this, see him gasp, shudder, and then literally break his voice as he says, "Oh no, Sam Cedar, what a fucking nightmare," and then still be like, alpha posture, bro. That's alpha posture. It's actually really extremely alpha to be terrified of fucking just a regular tiny left-wing commentator. I mean, that's what alpha posture is. What alpha brain is literally when you get scared to debate someone who is like tiny and insignificant, inconsequential. Yeah, takes a real man to admit being afraid, brother. Frame shattered, dude.
Steven, I had no idea this was going to happen. I thought Ethan was a stand-up guy. This is where we are. Yeah, well, Dave, remember I told you? I said this is, I guarantee you he's going to do anything he can to avoid the debate.
Oh, I just think he believes that he should debate you.
No, he doesn't. He just takes advantage of women with, mental health issues.
Steven,
Ethan Klein doesn't stand up and do his own fighting.
I got to say.
It's just hilarious. Let's bring on FM.
Dude, he could have just like
been absolutely insane.
Like, why didn't you just go? All right, let's do it. Let me fucking destroy you once and for all. Wait, what did he edit here? Why are you guys saying he edited it? Oh, they changed the framing. Oh yeah, he posted himself. Yeah,
looks like
we get to see what Crowder looked like when he was cowering. I don't have a problem with that. I love that. This is the fucking Zack Snyder cut, dude. This is literally the director's edition. We get to see him like fucking literally cower in the corner here. I love that.
You would do anything to avoid talking to me. I think the point.
Does that include Joe Rogan?
Yeah, Joe Rogan and Dave Rubin and Jordan Peterson and Noam Chomsky and Sam Harris. Everyone's been avoiding.
And not just attempting to get your audience by jumping in.
Well, I debated with Charlie Kirk. Stephen.
Dude, he is so confident, dude. He's not crying on the inside. Oh, this is way worse. Oh my God, this is so much better that he did this. Why did he do this? Why did he fucking show this part?
Let's go.
Why, like, don't conservatives believe in like gender roles, like traditional gender roles, like, and gender norms? Why is he being such a woman right now? Isn't that like some fucking dumb shit that conservatives believe in? Which is that like, you know, you're supposed to maintain your posture in tough circumstances. Which, by the way, I don't believe in that. I'm just letting you guys know. I think that's fucking bullshit. And ascribing these sorts of like values to masculinity is idiotic. But it is certainly something that these fucking idiots believe in and also consistently fucking advocate for. So I don't really get why he thought that this would look good for him. That's the most masculine thing you can do, is act manic when your confidence is challenged. Yeah. That's kind of weird. Not to be JCS right now, but I love how over the top and animated he gets to distract from the issue. Hassan, you have super shitty takes. You fucktard, says Big Papa Khan. Thanks, brother.
I mean, it's about issues.
It's about issues, yeah.
About those issues.
As you can notice here from the kinetic pat down, that Steven Crowder is attempting to comfort himself. This is something that people do when they're uncomfortable. Touching himself, clasping his hands, white knuckling over and over again, trying to recenter his frame by yelling and opening his hands. This is a interview technique that improved interviewers' confidence by 25% when they engage in looking larger and occupying a larger space right before an interview.
That's what you're doing here.
Some valid points.
You're so clever. I had no idea that you were taking your show off early last time, coming in today with your
Dude, this is the best part. He literally admits it. So this is the main part of the fucking admission. That's a self-report. He got so excited to dunk on Sam Cedar that he admitted that he was literally monitoring his fucking feed.
Audience by jumping in.
Well, I debated with Charlie Kirk. Stephen, I mean, it's about issues.
It's about issues, yeah.
About those issues.
That's what you're doing here.
Some valid points.
You're so clever. I had no idea that you were taking your show off early last time, coming in today with your pig pen peanuts eyes.
I wish every.
Wait, so that don't people recognize that that's like lame as fuck? Like, that's so pathetic that he literally personally admitted that he was monitoring Sam Cedar's activity, and it was actually the truth. Like, what Ethan and Sam suspected was that Steven Crowder's team was monitoring Sam Cedar to ensure that he was not on this debate. And that's why they fucking literally changed the time and rescheduled it and actually waited until Sam was fucking live.
Growing hot, growing hot, growing hot.
And in order to put Sam on, Sam actually had to pre-record his intro to comfort this fucking buffoon into thinking that Sam was live and he could not go on this debate, on this broadcast. Imagine losing a debate to a boomer who tweets screenshots like this. Yeah, I know. It's like, god damn, dude. I mean, look at this guy. He's like literally running on like Windows Vista edition still. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a gigantic conversation during the pre-show about how his wife is in this situation, blah, blah, blah. Turns out it's all a fucking lie. Like, he literally... That's a Mac. Okay, guys, let me make a joke, okay? Can I just make a joke? Am I allowed to do jokes or no? That's a Mac. That's a Mac. I understand. Okay, it's a Mac. Okay, good. Yeah. Actually, the real alpha brain conservative macho man Randy Savage move to do is lie about your pregnant wife having a medical emergency in an effort to duck a debate from this much smaller and insignificant content creator who you monitor like you're his biggest fucking fan.
Keep going, brother.
That's the real alpha thing to do, boys. That's, for those of you who don't know, take notes. Okay, take notes. This is alpha masculine behavior. Okay, step 1, be the biggest Majority Report fan. Step 2, lie about your pregnant wife's medical condition. Step 3, freak the fuck out when you actually get duped and see the man you have been avoiding like the plague in front of you. Yeah, Crowder never does surprise debates, by the way. Remember, Crowder is not a fan of surprise debates. He hates surprise debates. Like, he's literally the fucking least... He hates surprise debates, dude. He hates them.
You take those off, are they velveteen buttons?
They're just
Well, you must have
black
been
eyes,
very worried
aren't they?
about
Like,
this, Stephen. I don't know
no
why.
one's worried
No,
about
come on,
it. It's
Sam.
why I didn't want to
Concern-
do it.
Well, let's have
Sam,
the
come
debate
on.
then.
Just,
No
I'll tell you
one's
what. I have a
worried. Let's do
general.
this.
I have a general rule.
This is a great
I don't start a debate based
to-
with people on a lie. And how
Or
about you get
sabotaging.
How about you get to a
Stephen,
30th
show
of the
yourself,
audience
you
share?
coward. Stephen, show
A
yourself.
30th of the
Don't show your
audience.
co-host.
Ethan, you should show yourself.
Ethan, how can you respect yourself as a
you
man,
believe
brother?
in something so
Stephen,
strongly that
Stephen,
you're not
such
willing
a
to
coward.
debate.
Stop showing your little leprechaun co-host.
Right. Hey,
That was the best one. When Ethan says, stop showing your leprechaun co-host. I hate that even though I know he's an awful guy and stuff, seeing him uncomfortable makes me uncomfortable as well, you know, really. I do not share the same level of empathy that you do. Actually, seeing him uncomfortable makes me very happy. Maybe I'm a bad person.
Please help me.
Probably.
Share.
But it makes me so happy that, like, it's not like Sam Cedar is doing something horrible here. You know what I mean? It's not like Sam is even doing anything that Steven Crowder hasn't done a million times over to other people that were unsuspecting and also were not even well equipped to come to a debate. Sam is coming into a debate with a person who knows a debate is about to happen. Okay? I just want to remind you guys that, like, this is supposed to be a debate. Steven Crowder has prepared for a debate. Do you get it? Steven Crowder routinely ambushes people that are not prepared for a debate with a fucking camera and starts debating them. Whereas Steven Crowder here has been afforded an opportunity to absolutely destroy Sam Cedar, who, in his mind, should be a tiny creator who has nothing. Like, he has no talking points. He has nothing. Like, why didn't he just fucking destroy him? Like, there is no reason, there is no way that you could justify what fucking Steven Crowder did here as, like, a fucking sexy masculine move, okay?
Boy has left.
Like, you just can't do it. You can't. Because even his, like, retaliation with the longer Zack Schneider cut shows that he was, like, prepared for a debate, knew that, you know, Sam Cedar might be coming on, was clearly self-reported and clearly admitted that he was watching last week to see if Sam Cedar was going to come on and, like, change the fucking change the time of the debate to a time when, like, you know, he knew that maybe Sam Cedar wouldn't be on, and he still fucking ran away. And that sucks, especially because, like, I just wanted to see like Sam Cedar go off on Steven Coward. I wanted to see Steven Coward destroy Sam Cedar if that was the case. You know what I mean? The irony, of course, is that, like, he's literally in a studio with, like, 3 fucking people, by the way, with the peanut gallery, with the leprechaun, as Ethan correctly points out. So he can have his fucking, he can have his homies there backing him up and like laughing at everything he says. But like what? Ethan can't have Sam Cedar on? Like what's up? There is no fucking, there is literally absolutely zero defense for this. Like there is no defense for this. No matter how much of a fucking debate lord or Steven Crowder fan you are, there is no defense for this situation. Like he gets to have all of his lackeys, but Ethan can't have fucking Sam Cedar as a lackey? What's up? He's ready for a debate, knows that Sam Cedar might even show up, but like can't even fucking have a conversation with him. What's up? This is before we recognize that like Steven Crowder literally fucking ambush debates people who are significantly less prepared to even be on camera. Like, to make it seem like you are honoring the 1v1 conversation here is so stupid. That's not Steven Crowder on fucking camera. That's his lackey. So it never was a 1v1 anyway. Here's what really happened. And I don't need to speculate on this because Steven Crowder openly admits this in the conversation as we saw. He did not want to go up against Sam Cedar. He wanted to go up against Ethan because he admittedly saw this as a layup. He can fucking dunk on a YouTube content creator with a big audience and make himself look fucking cool to his idiotic, sexless nerd audience. Okay? Who get off on like the blood sports of Steven Crowder dunking on people or functionally dunking on people by just like blurting out talking points on an unsuspecting person that has like never even been on fucking camera, right? Like that's what he does. That's his bread and butter. He wanted to do this to Ethan, who is like a YouTuber, but not a debater at all. Okay. And all of a sudden, when Sam Cedar shows up instead, everything falls apart.
Ethan, come on, Ethan. Why do you have to bring on a guy who has a 30th of the viewership of yourself?
Saddest thing I've ever heard. So you have a guy with less viewers.
Okay, but this guy doesn't even have a YouTube channel. Why do you have a guy who literally is like the least relevant person on the fucking planet? Like this guy's claim to fame is being your B team. He's on the fucking stream. Why can't Ethan bring on a content creator by size, by the way, as though that's like the diss here? Like this motherfucker has a negative sub count, dude. Why do you have him on here? Like this is, of course, if we are to say, you know, that is a legitimate reason for Steven Crowder. Like all the motherfuckers he debates on college campuses, they have no YouTube subscribers. Since when is Steven Crowder saying like, oh, how many YouTube subs do you have to appear in a fucking Change My Mind video?
To come on to debate him because you can't. Why don't you get...
Apparently he had to think about it, bro.
If I'm a
yeah, he had to think about it.
Yeah, and also like speaking of subscriber counts, like he has people all the time. I mean, these aren't debates technically. These are white supremacists like you know, Stefan Molyneux, like literally a white supremacist, or roaming millennial, and all these other people. Like he does not give a shit about how many subs they have. He's never given a shit.
Debater.
Okay, I gotta pee. I'll be back.
You're the one who got personal.
You're the one that got angry about it.
Look, hold on a second. All right, hold on a second. Let me hear what Pigpen has to say here really quick.
Fair enough.
But Ethan, look, I don't. Hold on a second, Ethan. This is because initially I came on here to talk with Ethan. Ethan, come on, man. Look, the same reason that I haven't ever had a conversation with Sam Cedar is the same reason that Joe Rogan, Sam Harris, Brett Weinstein, Dave Rubin, Ben Shapiro don't owe him anything. It's based on a lie, Ethan. Just like you claiming my booker reached out to you, Ethan, when you know that's not true. What's the lie? There's no one ducking you, Sam. I've never. Sam. I can call out Mike Tyson. It doesn't mean that I'm ducking him.
You are so worried about
Why do you feel that? Why do you feel that anyone, Sam? Why do you feel that anyone owes you airtime when you have a 40th of the audience, and you've been doing the show
I don't
for
think
10 times as
owes
long.
me airtime. I think that Ethan has just given it to me.
Right.
I didn't ask him for it.
Right. No,
And
you've
so
been begging for it for
the
a
real
long time with
question is
everyone
begging
bigger
for
than
it.
yourself.
Why are
Yeah,
you
he
so
found a
He
way
can't
to
build an
engaging
audience,
with me?
and so what happens is he
Why are
uploads
you so
15
worried
times
about
more,
it? Do you
has
think
less
your
than a
audience
50th of the
says-
audience.
Well, that's why he wants
Do
to
you think
debate
that
you,
your
is so he can
audience-
build his
Sam,
audience.
Sam, come on.
You
We're,
think your audience
Yeah.
cares that I only have 1 million subscribers and you have what, 6 or 7
I
million
think. Let me answer.
subscribers?
Can I answer your
I don't
question?
think
Can I
they
answer your
do.
question? Can I answer your question? Do you want me to answer your question? My audience would say Sam who? Just like Joe Rogan's audience and Ben Shapiro's
now
and
they
Dave
all
Rubin.
know-
Oh, I'm so popular. I hung out with Joe Rogan. This is like how Hassan won't debate Connery's pants. This is true. I cower in the fear. My audience would say Sam who? No, they wouldn't. They literally would not say that.
Last month.
Just like they never say that when you have a number of different people on your show, including content creators that are significantly smaller than Sam Cedar. Like, that's wild. Oh, fucking Reddit is here. You had Zach Fordon to debate LGBTQ+. 17.7K followers on Twitter. YouTube sub count at the time, 352,000. Michael Ian Black, 1.8 million followers on Twitter. Sub time of the debate, 674,000.
My himbo.
We're gonna talk about Tim Pool making this about himself as well in a second. Hold on. Jess Herbs, trans rights, 355 followers on Twitter, 700,000 YouTube subs at the time. Naomi Wolf. What the fuck? Is that the Dr. Naomi Wolf? Debate on feminism with prominent anti-vaxxer figure Naomi Wolf. Louder with Crowder, sub time at the time, 972,000. These are the conversations classified as debates, by the way. So this notion that Steven Crowder does not debate people with like tiny audiences or whatever is ridiculous, and it's not fucking true. And it's just he didn't want to be humiliated. So the way that he tried to go about it, was literally by the way that he tried to, sorry, I was reading the Mike Cernovich thing. It's like hog on hog violence here. I think what's going on is conservatives are recognizing that Steven Crowder looks like a fucking idiot. Okay? And they see blood in the water and they're pouncing to take a piece. That's what's going on here. Feel me? That's what's going on. We'll see what happens. Either conservatives are going to like stand firmly behind Steven Crowder, or they're going to realize like, oh yeah, he's this is our opportunity to strike and like maybe eat a piece of his audience, like latch onto a piece of his audience.
Now they all know who you are because you had to shoehorn yourself into another coward show.
College students every day that you do.
Why are we?
Hold on a second. This is another lie. This is.
Oh my god, they lowered his voice. Oh dude, that is so lame. They don't want him to. They don't want his audience to hear what he has to say, dude. That's so whack. Dude, oh my god, he's such a pussy, dude. Yeah, just mute him, bro. Just fucking mute him and then, like, you know, go on your end. Just. They edited out Ethan. They fucking. That's so whack, dude. Big tech censorship, brother. Louder with Crowder means muting your fucking guests.
Another lie. Let me clarify, Sam. The Change My Mind, everyone knows on the show, right?
Yes.
We've had
How
professors
did
on
you know I
this is
ended
what's,
my
he's not
show
gonna talk.
early last week, Stephen? If you're
Because you're an idiot and half of your staff doesn't like you.
Because you're an idiot and half of your staff doesn't like you. Oh, that's why?
I'm a diehard fan.
Yes, it's because he's a diehard fan.
Well,
I had
you're a
heard of you,
diehard fan,
but I just met you.
why
Congratulations,
not have
Sam
me
Cedars fan.
And
I'm just a
Stephen have a
huge fan.
conversation.
I like.
Well,
I
right
will
now, every
talk
time I
about
try
the
and
issue.
So this guy's job is to just like dive on grenades? Is that what it is? It's like, I'm the fan. I'm the loser. Come on. Don't get mad at the main loser. Get mad at me. I'm the real loser. Come on. I have a crippling alcoholism addiction here. I need to fund it by being Steven Crowder's second in command, please. Please. I'm the wingman. Yell at me instead. Good job, dude.
Yeah, right now,
God, what a fucking pathetic existence, dude. God damn. What a sad fucking job to have. Just like, fucking Christ, dude. Even the hogs want it? Okay, we'll do it.
I'm trying
We'll
to talk
watch.
with you. You're interrupting,
You
Sam.
bombarded the show.
You
today.
you bombarded my show under a false pretense. You claim that everyone, just like you claim that I ducked a debate with you under a false pretense. Have I ever?
That is what the Politicon people told me.
Is that
I
what they
played
told you?
the audio
So you're just
of it.
lazy with your research?
Oh, I'm not owned, by the way. I'm not owned, by the way. Come on, Fluffer. Get involved. He's talking to me directly. I am Steven Crowder. Get involved, leprechaun fluffer of mine. Get in there. He's talking to me directly. I'm terrified. I don't like it.
And if big tech is...
You continue with the lie. You need to research and say, did Steven ever accept?
Let
me explain to you. Let me explain to you. Hey, whoa. Sam, sweetheart. Sam, fake stand-up comic who we can't find any footage about online. Let me finish.
I'm not a stand-up comic.
Oh, you're not? Okay, that makes sense because...
Okay, this was the best thing that he said. This was actually unintentionally one of the funniest things that Steven Crowder has ever said. Why? Because Steven Crowder originally came to prominence as a right-wing comedian. He would routinely go on the Greg Gutfeld. Was it the Greg Gutfeld show? Like that fucking show that Nick Mullen's been on alongside like what's her face? Amy, whatever the fuck. Like he literally would be on Red Eye. Red Eye is the show. With Amy Schumer, and he has like never been funny. Obviously, you guys already know this. Crowder looks like an ensemble character in a mid-2000s Adam Sandler comedy. You're giving him too much credit. So he's never been funny. We all know that, okay? But like, if we are to match the comedy chops, or rather like the comedy experience that these two people have, like Sam Cedar is still very much a working voiceover, a voice actor on the Bob's Burger Show. He writes, I believe, as well, if I'm not mistaken. Like, he literally still, like, he has been on Sex and the City and a bunch of other, like, comedic roles that he's played. Like, he literally is still a working comedy actor. Whereas the only thing that Steven Crowder has ever been able to do in the realm of comedy is just get on conservative shows as a Christian comedian. And that's it. And so I don't really understand why he would like attack him on this line. Especially because here's one of his sidekicks' old stand-up bits. Oh my God, is that his sidekick?
And when I was a kid, I was at this house party. My friend Nick goes, "Hey Dave, you should bong a fifth." And I was like, "You're right." So my friend Anthony held out a beer.
I can't watch this. This is so bad. His hair is so whack, dude. It's like distractingly bad.
Because everything that I've seen is incredibly unfunny and unentertaining, which may explain the audience numbers.
Irony alert.
Comedian.
Of my
The
stuff,
irony
Steven,
of-
that you
Sam,
think that
can
your
I answer your
audience
question?
wouldn't appreciate
Sam,
our discussing things.
Samuel, can I answer your question?
Yes.
So you have gone on, you've done the same thing with other comments. Everyone has a bigger audience than you. Because you said, I want to speak with Steven Crowder. You believe that at some point there was some acceptance? When have I ever done a Politicon? Ever? When have I as a matter of fact, in the last decade, I haven't done a single political conference. I hosted CPAC for 4 years and stopped because they suck. They don't pay and they're full of losers. And you've been clamoring for it, and it's a lie.
Gavin told me that you dropped out of doing his show because
this is just hearsay and gossip.
How can he say
I've never met more of a woman.
He's here. You're gossiping like a woman. I, on the other hand, am manly. And that's why I'm cowering in fear. Because I do not want to debate you, which is what I do, but not with you, because you're tiny, even though I'm your biggest fan, and follow your every step, and also Google you, and admitted to Googling you, and couldn't find any stand-up bits, and that's why I'm very disappointed. But you, my friend, you are the gossiper here, like a woman. That's what he says, by the way. I love the fucking, I love the woman as an insult here, which is hilarious, but not as hilarious as the top of the hour ad break that's coming right now. Now, of course, if you'd like to no longer see the ads, you can subscribe. It's something you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. You can subscribe and no longer see the fucking ad breaks. And you can also use a VPN or an ad block as well. But the ad break is coming now, ladies and gentlemen. Twitch Prime is how you can